Good afternoon. I'm Heather Bell, the acting president and CEO of the Orange County Chamber of Commerce. I'm excited to welcome you today to our Meet the Member, the first one for 2021. And today I'm going to be joined by Robbie O'Quinn. She is the owner of iHeartHudsonValley, which is a lifestyle, community, and e-commerce website serving all of the Hudson Valley. And Robbie should be joining us in 2 seconds. There she is. Hey, Robbie.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm very good. Thank you.
Thanks for taking the time to meet with us today.
Absolutely.
Robbie, tell our viewers, how did you arrive at iHeart Hudson Valley?
I arrived at it. It was actually, like the little in the cartoons where they have the little light bulb that comes up above your head sometimes. It was like actually one of those moments. I literally just was like, oh, that sounds like a really catchy name. I really like that. And it's like doing things that I like to do. I really like that. And I just kind of decided to run with it.
So where were you before and how did you get to, this is what I'm going to make this?
I was working in a regular 9-to-5 kind of, good, but a little bit dry job doing normal marketing type of things for a publishing company. I'd been there for a long time and, it was great, but I moved to Orange County, and when I moved here, I really liked it, but my commute became really, really long. And so I started thinking I've always been entrepreneurial minded, but I never actually started anything. So I think it just kind of came up naturally. I was like, you know what, this might be the time to finally start doing something. And I had that light bulb moment, and I just kind of ran with it, and I started working on it. I have a web design background, so I was able to create my own website and just start little by little to what you see now.
So when you say that, little by little, what in the light bulb moment, what was like your initial vision?
Honestly, I didn't have much vision to be in the beginning. My idea was that I wanted something that would get me. I'm not originally from the Hudson Valley. So as a transplant here, I've been here for a long time now, over 20 years. And in that time, I realized, I really liked the area. And I did my own little thing. I was mostly in Westchester. And I'm like, there's so much more to the Hudson Valley than I'm experiencing. So this website and business came about as my own search for more and being able to get out there, find new things, connect more to the community and all of that. And that's kind of was the reasoning behind starting it and what continues to push it forward for me.
That's great. How easy was this vision to attain?
It wasn't easy. It took a lot of work just creating the website. You can have an idea and then you have to bring it into reality. So bringing it into reality took some work. And also, most of the articles originally when I first started, I was writing everything myself and it was all my own experience. I wanted it to be something like I would go to my best friend and say, hey, did you hear about this thing? Have you ever gone there and done that? And that's how I kind of saw it and started with the articles of the different things that I events and whatnot that I go out to. And now as we've grown and matured a bit, I've started to get different writers to kind of come in and do more lifestyle pieces and more in-depth articles about different events. We did a recent one with a nonprofit community fairground in Beacon that was really great. So that's something that we've started to do, and it's been a nice changeover, I think.
Nice. So, you touched on your career being in Westchester, and I know when we first spoke about your membership, I had shared that most of my career was in Westchester as well. And when I talk to people that aren't from this area and I say I'm from the Hudson Valley, they really have no idea how vast the Hudson Valley is. So people from Westchester, they think, oh, well, that's the Hudson Valley. But it's really from Westchester all the way up to Albany and maybe even a little bit beyond. And it really goes pretty far out. So did you or do you find it challenging to get people to understand just how vast the Hudson Valley really is?
Yes, I would say so. Even for myself, I'm a little embarrassed to say I've never actually been to Albany. So when I started this, I definitely had to think a lot about, do I want to do the whole Hudson Valley or just keep it, on a lower Hudson Valley or the mid Hudson Valley? And I chose to start it from the entire Hudson Valley, even though I'm focused more on the lower Hudson Valley. And that was giving me room to grow into more, because I know the northern part of the Hudson Valley is something that I want to learn more about, and I want to continue to get up into that area and find all the wonderful things there are to do and places to go that I've never been to. There's still so much. Like, I've been doing this I started from day one, and probably it's been 3 years now. So I feel like I've barely scratched the surface.
And honestly, I mean, I've lived here most of my life, and there's still so much to explore. I mean, I get out on my motorcycle on the weekends in the warm weather and just keep going. And it's like, I'm just amazed at the things that I discover. And here it is, people are leaving this area to go see other parts of the world. And I'm like, it's right here. It's right here. There's so much to see and do.
Before I came in here, I moved around a lot. I've been to a lot of different states, and this was the only area that I've moved a lot around within the Hudson Valley, but I haven't left.
Right.
There's a lot. So there's everything that you need is here. And
it is.
What I love about it. So
we're talking about that, and we're talking about how vast it is and how much there is to do. So that leads me to my next question. What is your focus on growth?
Well, like I said, growing into more of the northern counties that I haven't touched on as much. Absolutely. I want to be able to get big enough, have more staff so that we can do that. Also growing into more of my own events and doing stuff with different businesses and vendors around the area, that we can create custom events that will bring more people up here to the Hudson Valley as tourists even, and just to see how wonderful it is. So that's exciting for me to look forward to.
Robbie, I really appreciate your time. I look forward to our collaborations continuing to grow. There's really a definite connection there between our chamber and your visions. So thank you for joining the chamber and allowing us to help you grow. And yeah, it's definitely, Hudson Valley is something that we're all interested in learning about, and we're excited to see what you can bring to us to learn more about where we're working and living and loving. So thank you for joining us today, Robbie.
Thank you so much, Heather. I appreciate it.
Okay. And thank you to all of our members for allowing us to continue to support and grow your businesses, and to our corporate partners, our ambassadors, and our board of directors for their dedication and commitment to the mission of the chamber. Check out our schedule of events. They're on our Facebook page and at our website at orangeny.com. Join us as we introduce you to more of our members and host our virtual speed networking, some live ribbon cuttings, and some live networking coming right around the corner, and our master classes as well. This week, we also have our membership monthly meeting with our senators. So we look forward to being your chamber. Have a great day.